Welcome again, everyone. My name is Nima Mushi. For those who don't know me, for those who know me, welcome back. Okay, today we are talking about coaching children because that's another thing that I do and I enjoy more than anything to work with those little angels. You will ask me what sports am I coaching for? Primarily, I coach strengthening and conditioning, but I coach all the skills for basketball, football. I'm not good with hockey, but I have a couple of my team members that coach hockey and soccer. So we teach all the skills for these children, also swimming. So when do we come in? We come in when you have your little high school or middle school child and you want them to join a school team and they having problem joining in, or the coach already complained the skills of your child, maybe they're going to be dropped out, or you only want to sharpen and better your child's skills or well-being or healthy, or at the same time if you have a child who is obese and you want them, sorry about that, you want them to lose weight or you want them to be in a good health, that's when we come in. We train that too. We help children from not being obese. And so far we are very affordable because we train our children at St. Peter's University and we charge only $100 3 times a week, $100 a month, and we see them 3 times a week. Sometimes we have them little groupy because sometimes we want them to work with a partner, and sometimes we give them individual training, depends with what the needs of your child are. So we very affordable because we know most parents are struggling with expenses right now, and then we cannot charge you $50 per session. That's absurd. That doesn't make no sense. Anyway, yeah, we try to be affordable and we try to be to make every parent able to afford this, because some parents have 2, 3 children, 4 children. Imagine charging them per session. And our success rate, knock on the wood, so far is 100%. Because why? We have because being at St. Peter's, we have communication with most high school and middle schools in New Jersey that have sports team, and we have a personal relationship or communication with the coaches, and we talk to the coaches to see what your child really need, and then we go and sharpen your child's skills or whatever area your child is lucky. But if your child is already an athlete and you want them to be even greater, oh, we love to do that, and we help these children to grow faster, because some children, their dream is just to be an athlete for the rest of their lives. So we work with these children to make their dream come true. We give 100%, and the rest we leave up to a child, because we train these children to be responsible. You may ask me, how do you train a child to be responsible? There are a couple ways that we train these children to be responsible. It's not all about us as a coaches or you as a parent or you as a coach. It's them too. You have to make them responsible for themselves. And if you're a good coach or you're a good physical education teacher, guess what? These children will listen to you, will follow what you say. And sometimes they may even misbehave home. And the mother may say, I'm going to call Coach Nima. And guess what? It worked. Because most children, we create a good communication. We create a good relationship. They don't want to hurt me because they know Coach Nima really want me to reach my goals, want me to get where I want to go. And she really sincere. And once the child know you're so sincere to them, and your optimal goal with them is for them to reach their goals, they're not going to do anything that's not supposed to be done for them to reach their goals, because kids are very sensitive. They've been considering your feelings, like you put all this much effort, this much trust on me, and now I'm gonna fail you, or I'm gonna let you down. They don't want to let you down. They always want to be pleasing you. They always want to be right to make you happy. So if you created that communication from the beginning, from day one, you see this child will be easy. And that day one, you see this child, you screw up, you may screw the entire thing. It may take forever for you to try to build that trust over again. Because that's how it is. That day one, the particular day one, you saw this child. What did you do with them? What did you show them? What did you tell them? You have to whisper to their ear something that you know they want to hear. Something that you know they wait to hear from you. And also they see other kids that you're training. That's a very, very important. If you rude to these kids, you kick them in the butt, you just push them, you yell uncontrollable like you're crazy, you're not going to take these kids anywhere. You're not going to help them. Some kids will do just out of fear, and when they go there, they fail because of fear. You want to make them as confident as you can. You want to make them look at you and be like, I want to make her feel good today. I'm going to do all my best. So then they're coming, they start little push-up at home. They start little jogging at home. They know they're going to come to see Coach Nima. They warmed up already. They come, you say, okay, honey, let's go. What are we practicing today? Oh, they already know. They're on top of it. Sometimes they come, you'll be so surprised. They go do their own little YouTube research. They come up with things that you never even heard about. So it's up to you and these kids to have a good communication. That's going to help you. That's going to help you as a teacher, as a coach. That's going to help you, not them, you, to get them succeed, or let them trust you. So what do I do with these little books? Like you can see, this is a little kitty thing, and then you can see this. I like to give this to boys. You know, boys, they like to feel like they're men, they're masculine. So you make them man and masculine as much as they want. So you tell them to log in here, the meal plan that you tell them to eat, so they write down every time they eat their little thing. You can see the kids. I don't have them, but when they finish, I will be able to show you guys later. They log in here, they put the date, they put the particular day. For example, today is Sunday, the 2nd. So they put here on top Sunday, March 2nd, and they're gonna put down a breakfast, what they eat for breakfast, what they eat for snack, what they eat for lunch, even candy. Some of them, they sneak and eat candy. They still log in because they're so loyal. They know you're not gonna yell, but they're gonna find it. That's a cry for help. They can't help it, but whenever you don't make them afraid, they're gonna be honest with you. They're gonna try to find a way for you to help them. So if you're not a yeller, if you're not abusing these children, you're not just get their shirt and drag them, they're going to talk to you. To the bottom, they cannot talk to their mom sometimes because mom is going to be upset. Mom is going to yell. They cannot talk to their father because our father is going to be upset. They're going to come and talk to you. If you build that trust with these children, you can make them do whatever you want them to do. Whatever you want them to do, and they're going to succeed. They're going to reach their goals. And that's the optimal goal with us is to make these children, sorry about that, do whatever we want them to do so we can get results. And this is for my little girls. So I like them to have the feel of being a girl. And that's very important because our kids, sometimes you have no idea. You make them feel special. You make them feel they belong to their own group. Sometimes it's very, very helpful to these kids to achieve their goals. And then another thing that make us successful with these kids is because we are patient. It doesn't matter how slow you think your child is, how slow the school coach think your child is. We are patient. We make them get there peacefully. That's bottom line, peacefully. And we have to succeed. That's us. That's our goal. We have to succeed with your child. There's no any other way out. There's no any other way out. So most of the time, we make these kids their own responsible. But in a hiding corner, we talk to the mother and father or the primary caregiver, and this is what you tell them: watch them. Let us know. So they sit back and watch. And if this child is not compliant, then we find ways to do, because you have to make these kids enjoy this stuff, and you have to tell them why parents, mommy wants you to do this. Sometimes it can be a mom or dad wants you to do this and they don't want it. So you, as a trainer, as a coach, as a PhD physical education teacher, you have to be able to talk to these children and explain to them why this is so important. For example, right now we just finishing the Olympics. You just, sometimes if you have a TV in your school, you just open up the Olympics and show them. Or if you're a coach, you have a gym, you sit them down. One day, just bring all the videos for Olympics. Show them. And then see the next day the results you're going to get. Sometimes find everybody have a favorite sports. If these kids, they're playing sports, everybody got their favorite person they like. Bring the video, that person talking, give a motivation speaking, or show a video, this person talk about their success, when did they start and how did they start and where they are today. You know? Excuse about that, I'm a little dry, but I want to finish this before I go get some to drink. So talk to them and show, let's say for example, that I want to play tennis. Get Serena Williams. Get her, find where she's talking. Get the motivation speaking. She say, oh, I started at this age. I did this, I did that. My mom did this, my father did this, my coach did this. For me to be where I am today. Get those. They are so helpful. You're going to see changes in these children. Because that's where they want to be. And you have to remind them. Because once you know what the child wants, it's like you went with a child to a store and you know, at the end of the day, this child wants candy. And you know that they will really want a candy. You want them to behave. You know what to do, right? You don't give them candy right away, because after they get it, they're not going to behave anymore. They get a candy at the end of the day. So these kids, they're going to know that at the end of the day, this is my ultimate goal. This is where I will be. Guess what? They're going to follow you. There's no such thing, and these kids can listen. So we took everything in considerations because we're in an urban neighborhood. We don't have those suburbs. We don't have those luxury here. We're in an urban neighborhood. So what we do is we have all kind of behaviors. And we have to make these kids be like professional athletes. And you know, professional athletes, they have to have some sort of manners that's going to help them to be accepted in the public. So we have to make sure we have rules and we have grounds that these kids able to follow, and it's not going to be overwhelming. Step by step, they're not going to fall back into the wagon, fall off the wagon. So it's up to you as a trainer to find your own way. But I will say find trust and get it the first day you meet this child. Whenever you have that eye contact with that child, make sure this is it. Whenever that child comes for the first time to see your trainings, make sure this is it. Make sure they feel like they belong there. They don't feel like they're lost. They don't feel like this is not my part, this is not this. Because as we know, right now, we have different races. We have different race in America, different race group of children. Make sure these children, when they're in there, they all feel the same and they all feel welcome. You don't want one child to feel superior than another. That's not acceptable. Not in where I'm training. Not in my coaching classes. Everybody's equal, especially the little angels. I love them. So I make them feel special. Everybody is special in my class, and everybody gets success because everybody feels special, and everybody feels respected, and everybody feels taken care, and nobody feels less like, oh, no. Those are the ways that you're going to achieve success with your children when you're teaching children. Okay, so now let's wrap it up. We say the first thing first for you to have communication between, to have your children or whatever team you're teaching to succeed, especially children, first of all, you need to have communication to the coaching or the sports team the child want to join, you need to have back and forth communication with them. Or the coach the child play under, which coach, you need to have communication. You need to know how that coach teach. You need to do the sorry, you need to know the coach style. You need to know the coach for you to be able to make that child work together with our coach without problems, or succeed to get into the team that you want that child to go in. Second, you need to have trust from the child. The child have to trust you that you can get me there. The child have to trust you that you're going to train me without hurting me. You're going to train me without pushing me or put me in a place that I'm not going to be comfortable. You're going to be a protector while you're training me. Third, you want to make children responsible for themselves. Make them responsible for them, to weigh themselves, to weigh their food, to pack their food lunch, and all that. Make them responsible for themselves. Mama is not there, or dad is not there. No. It's that they're responsible for themselves, but mom is watching behind the scene, or dad is watching behind the scene. But to make them responsible, what that means? That means even if they have strong trainings and they still have homework to do, they will finish their homework. They will try to train at the same time and finish the homework. You make them responsible. We're trying to teach these kids to be responsible. They have to be responsible to work out even without your presence. But that's come from the trust that you already built with these children. You hear me? That's come from the trust. Yeah, I gotta do this. Some kids, I have communication with them to the point that when they go home, they try to go out of line. The parents say, I will talk to your coach. They stop. Not because they're afraid of me, because they don't want to let me down. They don't want to disappoint me. They just want to come with the good news every time they come to see me. And that is great, because you reach the inner side, the inner part of that child. And that's going to help you to have that communication and make that child succeed, because they listen to you. You reach them. And you're going to be able to help them, because children are different kind of people. They're not adult. They're not doing what we're doing. They do total different. They're in total different style and total different category. Everything is different with children. You understand? Everything is different with children. Even their food, because the children that we're training, we don't put them in a diet, like so-called diet. We want children to eat 3 balanced diet meals, like the enough portion of carbohydrates, protein, and vegetables. And then we want them to have like 3, 4, 5 fruits throughout the day. In the morning, we suggest oatmeal, and we suggest like boiled eggs, stuff like that. So our children, we really want them to eat 100% balanced diet. Cook from home, not packet food, not TV and stuff. No, mommy have to cook. So they portion their food. For example, let's say the boys who play too much, we give them a little bit more carbohydrates, probably a cup and a half or 2 cups of carbohydrates, and then maybe 4 or 5 ounces, 4.5 ounces of chicken or beef, maybe 5 ounces of fish. Like, we feed them enough for them to come back to work out and be strong to do what we tell them to do. Okay, give me 10 push-ups. They should be able to go down, up and down without a problem, without passing out or getting pink. You know, say, okay, get this, let's do step, let's do this, let's do that. You need to be able to feed enough these kids. So who responsible for that? Parents, of course, is responsible, because he got or she got provide the food. But the child is responsible to make sure his or her portion is right. You know, sometimes we have those mothers who love us a lot. They want us to eat a little bit more because they think it's good for us. Or they want us to eat less because they think we're getting fat. No. At this point, the mother is watching and the child is responsible. Yeah, of course, the mother is watching. You know what that means. But make sure you involve that child in their own well-being. And they're going to take a long way in life. Long way in life. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye.